Okay, so I know it's been a minute since I've vented. Trust me, I've vented numerous times since then. I'm actually just leaving the chiropractor's office and thought I would, should I say it, do a little vent or whatever, or chuckle or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so I was in this little small fender bender back in the beginning part of February, right? And I think it was like February 6th, and I was at a stop sign. We had just had our first little snowstorm here in Washington, and I was at a stop sign on my way to pick up my husband so he can go to an appointment, because he came back from a training just so he can do this appointment. Well, while I was in that stop sign, another soldier, we're paying attention, ran into the back of me. And when he did, it jerked my head forward and made it bounce back into the headrest, of course. And it was just a little small headache right on one side. And I think it was just because of how hard my head hit the headrest. Didn't think nothing of it. So I told him I was okay, I was fine, didn't need an ambulance or anything. And I figured, by the time a week or two passed, everything would be fine. So I ended up started having pain in my neck, and the headache wouldn't go away, but it kind of gradually got a little worse. It wouldn't go away. So I started, where is these sprinkles come from? Is somebody's sprinklers on? Because it did that earlier when I drove past. So I just went ahead and told my mom. My mom encouraged me to go to a chiropractor because of course, the accidents that I've been in before where people have hit me. I've been hit twice by two people who were DUIs. One from behind, and while I was sitting at a red light, and another one literally turned into me head on at a four-way red light. But anyway, so my mom was encouraging me to go to the chiropractor. So went to the chiropractor. I was on Facebook, and this ad popped up for this chiropractor. So I was like, what the heck? They said free consultation. So I was gonna do it to see if I really need to go to a chiropractor, like my mom said. So I went to the chiropractor, and I think they had just opened like December 23rd, something like that, or sometime in December. So they really didn't have that many customers. I would say maybe 5 or 10. So I went ahead and gave them a call and went in to see them and everything. And I was kind of taken back how young and tall the chiropractor was. And he was pretty cool. So did the test and everything. So found out that I had a whiplash in the base part of my neck, and because my body reacts to pain, the muscle spasms were squeezing on the nerve, irritating the nerve even more. Are you kidding me? Why is there traffic at 11:15 in the freaking morning? I hate this damn place. I tell y'all, I used to hate Texas because we were in the middle of Texas and there was nothing in Texas to do. You had to drive an hour and a half to Austin, or 2.5, 3 hours to Dallas. But here, oh my gosh, these people, their literacy is like on the same level as Trump's. But anyway, so I digress. Sorry. So he had me coming in 3 times a week, getting hour massage to get my muscles to relax. Because even when he saw me on a consultation visit, he couldn't even feel my spine because my muscles had spasmed to the point to where he couldn't feel anything. They had crowded over, and they were so hard that the chiropractor and masseuse had to try and loosen them up so he can be able to examine me. So he had me coming in 3 times a week. I go to the masseuse first, and then I go to him, and it was like for an hour and a half. Now this happened for the entire month of March, right? So now after that, after March, in April, he said, well, he's gonna, since he's able to adjust me pretty good, since the masseuse stuff has been helping, he's been able to adjust me pretty good, and he's confident enough to do other adjustments to try to get the bone to slip back in to place completely, since the spasms were pushing the bone along with irritating the nerve. So I was like, okay. So he was going to bring me down to twice a week, and then I was going to get the masseuse and then him. So after 2 weeks of that, he cut out the masseuse, and it was just me coming straight to him. So I was like, okay, this is in April. Here it is, May. Now, the way he explained it to me, I was going to be cut from the 2 times a week to once a week, but that really didn't happen. And of course, I was like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I'll mention it. So I mentioned something, and he hesitated a little bit. And of course, by this time now they've got more clients. He kind of hesitated a little bit, and then he went ahead and said that he wanted to still keep me for 2 weeks, twice a week. So I'm like, okay. So, got a convoy coming back from training. Anyway, so I was like, okay, fine. By this time, I've met his mom, his dad, his older brother, who just so happened also had to work on me one visit because the doctor himself ended up messing his back up and spraining his back because he was trying to stop a patient from thinking that he was going to fall. So his dad, who's a retired chiropractor, and his mom, who's a retired chiropractor, they were working on him and put him on rest, and then they came into the office to help the office. Now, the office that he was running, he's the middle son. The office he was running used to belong to the dad, but the dad retired, so he had it. The office that the mom ran, the oldest brother and his wife, who's also a chiropractor, they was running the mom's chiropractor office. The youngest brother, he was a couple of weeks away from graduating and getting his chiropractor license. So yes, the whole family literally are chiropractors. And he was there helping along, but at the same time kind of interning. So I literally met their entire family. Mom, dad, auntie, all 3 brothers. And it was interesting. So another month I'm going by. Now we're 3 months in. That's March, March, April, May. Now here it is June. Okay, now remember I went in just for the whiplash here. That was, the reason why I had the headache, right? Well, I've been feeling better since, I said, beginning of April. The headache stopped in the middle of March, and my spasms, they stopped in like the end of March. So I've been doing pretty good. But he still wanted to see me, right? So I didn't think nothing of it. Just let it ride, took it, roll with it, whatever. Well, here it is, the middle of June, and I'm asking him, how much longer do you want me to come? Because at this point, I'm coming to you twice a week, and the amount of time I spend with you is maybe 8 minutes, 10 minutes max, and I'm just rounding that up. But my drive to you is 20 to 30 minutes long, coming and going. So I didn't see the point in me doing that drive anymore. I'm feeling better. I didn't see the point of me doing that drive anymore, knowing that I am only spending that amount of time with them, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, fine. But then I started thinking, this is not really worth that kind of drive for me to spend that amount of time in this office. Not only that, but I just don't see how me coming to him twice a week is still, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say legit, but somewhere in that area, called for. I figured maybe I'll be down to once a week, or at least by June, once every 2 weeks, and then the case can close out the case. So that's the only thing we're waiting on. The car has been fixed and everything. So today, well, actually 2 weeks ago, I told him that I was going home for about 6 weeks, so I wasn't gonna be here, and we need to close out the case. So how much longer? So he asked me when I was leaving. I told him in July, right? So he's like, okay, well, we'll still do twice a week. And then, till you leave. So then last week, I said, next week, my last week, I reminded him. He's like, okay, well, we'll do an assessment next week, and then one more visit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So today was, this week is the last week. And today, any other visit. And there was no assessment. So before leaving, I had to remind him that next week, I'm not going to be here. Friday's my last day here before I go home to visit family and friends that I haven't seen in over 2 years. And sure enough, he came back out of the office when I was telling the receptionist this, because he wants me to still come to see him after I get back. Wait just a minute, I gotta go through the security gate. Hello.
How's it going?
You too. He was a little cutie. You can tell he was really young too. But anyway, so I didn't pay no mind to the fact that I told him that I'm not gonna be coming back. He still wanted me to come. He's They wanted me to come back to see him. He's calling it regular maintenance. But deep down, truly, I know it has nothing to do with no regular maintenance. It really has to do with, I don't think he wants to let me go. Like, I don't think he really wants. They are so used to me to the point to where, and then I fascinate him. He loves my t-shirts and hair. Every time I come there, he marvels at my t-shirts. Like, this one is APS. It has all of the Atlanta Public Schools, the original Atlanta Public Schools names on them, from elementary to high school, before they changed into middle schools. I think probably some middle schools are here too. They're probably really tiny though. But anyway, and my hair. He loves the fact that I change my hair all the time. So and we have quite a few things in common, of course. We have quite a few things in common. We like a lot of the little prank bills and stuff like that. But yeah, he doesn't want me to stop, which is kind of weird and awkward because I think he's attached to me. Which, would be a problem. If I was single, then it would be a problem. But at the same time, because a lot of guys are fascinated by me, which is why it took me so long to get married. And, I even think this one right here is fascinated by me. The reason why he did what he did, try and get with me or whatever. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm home now. But yeah, so I'm like, well, if that's the case, then why do you still need to see me if I am healed and I'm better? I don't need maintenance. I don't. Especially since I'm going to be going to the gym anyway while my son is doing some classes at the YMCA, so I can have something to occupy him while I try to get ready for 45. But I think it's just interesting that they don't want me to leave. He doesn't want me to stop coming there. And I think it's hilarious that he has decided that I still need more visits because of whatever reason. I'm better. Fine. My spasms are down to where he's been able to adjust me really well. So I just seriously think that he doesn't want to not see me anymore. He's used to me and he wants me to keep coming. But I'm sorry. This case should have been closed back in April, May-ish at the latest. And the drive isn't worth the little visit time that they're doing. It's just not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have to break him off cold turkey until he realizes that they got other customers, so it's not like they really need my little car accident money. But they got hella clients now. So with the advertising they've been doing and the fairs, the festivals, booths and stuff, they got hella clients now. I just don't think it's worth me continuing to go. So Gotta cut him off cold turkey. Yeah. And this video is like 20 minutes long. Well, that's how long it took me to drive home. You see what I'm saying? And I was in some traffic because there was a convoy coming back. But it's just not worth the little 8 minutes visit that I have with him, and to be doing that kind of drive back and forth. And I'm sorry to have to cut him cold turkey, but I just have to. So yeah, but I think he might like chocolate. Yep.